All right, so we actually have a lot of this going on. We're still talking about prearranged marriage. So we actually have a lot of this going on too. Where I guess you do it in a civilian, where this goes on. A lot of this go on in the military too, right? Not everybody in the military is bad. You know, you have your you have your bad apples and you have your good apples. You have your bad apples in every organization. You have your bad apples everywhere. So you have to be careful, right? It's just, it is what it is. I refuse to take on a cult mindset. I focus on people individually, but a lot of these prearranged marriages go on. So what I want people to understand is that when you do a prearranged marriage, if both of you are aware of this prearranged marriage, then there you go, there you have it. Both of you are well aware that we are going into this marriage for X, Y, and Z, proposal deal, so and so, so and so. I wouldn't suggest doing it for business or anything like that, because marriage is intimate, right? You're not supposed to cheat on your spouse and this and that. You're supposed to love them and all that kind of stuff. And it's kind of hard to have those feelings and that emotion when both of you decide that you're just going in for business. It's like, where did love come in at? So I wouldn't suggest doing it. But if both of you are aware that you are in a prearranged marriage, okay, there you go. That is your decision, right? If you fall in love and you stay together, because I've seen prearranged marriages where they agree to be together because their families are so and so, so and so, so and so, and they end up falling in love with each other with absolutely no problem. I'm talking about just madly in love, right? Not to say that it can't happen, but a lot of people are in prearranged marriages where only one person knows it's a prearranged marriage and the other one don't. Okay, so their life is being duped. And when you see something like that, that is manipulation and that is deceitful. And that means that there is something demonic and evil behind it. You have to be very, very careful when it comes to that. So a lot of this, I was in the military, so a lot of this happened in the military where people were getting these prearranged marriages so they can get X, Y, and Z, these benefits and so and so, so and so like that. Love was never in play, right? This is why I was not going home about getting married while I was in the military. Even though people were proposing to me, I was like, no, I just don't see it, right? Because when I get married, I want to get married the way God says that I'm supposed to get married, and I want to be madly in love with that person. I want to care for that person, and I want to, I want to value them, right? And I want them to see me the same way. So I'm not going to get married for any benefits. We just gonna have to tough it out, right? If we're gonna have to be broke, we're gonna have to be broke. If we're not gonna have no money, no benefits, we just not gonna have no money, no benefits. I'm not getting married for money or benefits. I just can't do it because it ruins your life. If you got money, it ruins your life. Do you understand me? Like, you have to be very careful, especially when somebody has money. You have to be very careful who you marry, because people, a lot of times, they will just marry you because they know you got money. You can't do that. You can't do that. You can't marry any and everybody. So I was always the person who, like, I'm not going to get married for benefits. We're just not doing that, right? Because later on down the line, you can grow to hate each other. You won't even like each other because the benefits, they gone. You already got them.